Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and are having a fantastic Christmas so far. In today's video we have got something really special and interesting planned for the video. Now my staff have gone together and put a fabulous little mission together where we're going to be using the reindeer version of my plane and we're going to be dropping presents off to the entire community here in Stormworks. We're going to be going and flying over some of the islands and airdropping these presents in. Now this mission has been set up really well by my team and very big thank you to them for doing this. You can see on the map itself we've got these different locations that we need to go and drop the presents off with. There's quite a few locations that we need to go and do here, and you can see the plane has got these presents stuck inside them and we're going to be flying over them and pretty much airdropping them in. The plane is really fun too. They've done a great job. They've got here. We've got a really cool paint scheme on this plane and I'm really looking forward to this. It should be a lot of fun. So let's jump straight into the plane. Let's get it started and let's see if we can get this mission done. Now I have heard there are some little secrets throughout the plane that throughout the mission that I'm probably going to find along the way. Along with that is, yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. We should get some rewards too for doing all this. So we're just going to get the main battery on. We're going to get the engines primed and started up. We're going to get cockpit lights on. What else? Let's get some taxi position, anti-strobe lights on. Approach we don't need. No smoking seatbelts. Why not? Everything else seems like it's pretty much good to go. We can get our flaps down. We're going to do a little bit of a taxi. So we're going to taxi out and we'll take off. I think we can probably actually start plotting our course here. I think we're probably going to take off and head down towards the fishing village here and do the first drop, and then probably we'll loop back around and maybe go to Whole Town, go through to the TT Island starter base, then head towards Wind Farm, which is going to be an interesting one. And then head up to the creative base. So I think that should be fun. Pretty much how this is working is actually it's the mission that's going to be doing everything. So the mission spawns the presents in the plane and we drop them, so it should be quite fun. Now apparently there's a Rudolph mode on this plane. Okay, so we get a little red light at the front. Okay, very cool. We don't need any of this stuff on. I think everything else is pretty much good to go. So let's start doing our taxi here. So we're going to just do kind of like a little bit of a loop around here. Okay, so we're just coming up to the runway here. We're going to start decreasing our throttle and we're going to get lined up on the runway here. And before we take off, I'm thinking I'm probably going to get a beacon point on so we can actually see where we need to go and drop these presents. So let's go and put a beacon over there, or waypoints at least. It's got our map, so we've got 5.6 Ks. We're going to get our parking brakes off. Let's do full throttle and go for takeoff here. Try and get a nice view out. We should be taking off any second now because of the flaps. Perfect, look at that. This paint scheme is really cool. Let's get our gears up. Cool, so gears are up. Let's get our flaps up too. Don't need flaps anymore. Let's get our speed down a bit, so we'll do about 35. Okay, cool. So we're going to head over to this island over here. Start bringing everything down, start leveling out. Okay, let's see if we can get the binoculars and see. Okay, so we just need to drop it off at the beach there for those island residents. So we're going to come down. I'm probably going to do a cruising altitude of probably about 100. So we're going to start bringing the nose down here. And then we're going to see if we can try and drop it inside that area, because that's how we're going to get the reward for actually dropping these presents off. Okay, so we're coming down. We're about 400. We probably should open up the hatch and let's go and drop presents. Okay, so that you can see the presents are starting to drop. Are we going to get it in the area? Okay, so we've managed to drop presents off at that island. Let's set a waypoint for the next one. So we're going to go through to, I think, probably go through down to Old Town. Let's do a nice sharp turn. We can close our hatch now. We have got a little bit of icy conditions today. A little bit of snow here in Stormworks, but I think we'll be perfectly fine, to be fair. This plane manages the rough weather quite well. Okay, so we're about 4.3 kilometers away from the actual whole town. So we're going to start coming down here, start bringing our altitude down because we're about 750 for alt. So we're going to start bringing it down, probably going to start bringing our throttle down to about 30 also. So we can start just dropping a little bit of our altitude here. Possibly even put some flaps on to get a little more altitude down, but I think we should be fine. I'm going to open up the hatch. Cool, so a big spotlight goes on again. Start bringing ourselves again. So we're about 1.4 Ks away from that target. Bring our nose down again. Try and get as low as possible because then we know that the presents are actually going to hopefully land. So we're a couple of kilometers away. So let's go and get some presents. So we're dropping some presents there. I don't know if those are gonna get into the zone. Hopefully, yes, they did. Fantastic. Okay, so where is the next location that we need to head to? We need to go over to here. So let's do set waypoint. So not too far, about 5 Ks. Let's go and close our hatch again. We're going to start going past the lighthouse here and then towards, I think, what base is that? Oh, that's the TT base. And we have the lighthouse just over there. It looks so cool here in Stormworks, especially with the snow. Okay, so I can see the area where we need to drop. You can see the smoke flares have gone and indicated that for us. So we're going to come in. We're about 400-ish now. Yeah, okay. So we're coming over it now. We should be able to open up the hatches and drop presents, Hopefully those will make it onto... Yep, they did. Fantastic. So they got dropped in the water there. Okay, well that's fine. Let's go over to... Okay, so we have Creative Base next. And then after Creative Base, we need to head off to the wind turbine. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a rotation here. Jump back into our cockpits. Keep that. Stable ourselves out now. It's great. And this we only got about 5K till we get to Starter Island here. We're doing pretty well with these drops. The presents are hitting almost spot on, so you can see there's some on the beach there, which is great. It is starting to get a little bit dark here in Stormworks. We can probably get our taxi lights off. Approach, we might as well put the approach lights on, which are the lights on the wings here. We can also get this hatch closed. What's really cool is you can see there's actually nothing really inside there. This is the mission that's doing everything, which is really cool. Okay, so we're just coming up to the Starter Island, or Beginner Island. I don't see any flares just yet, so it's going to be interesting to see where we have to drop these presents off. Okay, there we go. So flares have just gone up. Obviously, the residents or people down there have spotted us, so they've lit the flares. We're going to go and start decreasing altitude. Once again, go down to about 100. Get a little close, going to open our hatch up. Going to come from behind this time. And let's go and drop presents, drop presents, drop presents. Okay, oops, nothing seems like it dropped that time. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it did. Cool. Those were a little bit off of the zone, but that's fine. They can go and swim for their presents. Let's go over to the next one, which is the wind turbine. Okay, so we're just coming up to the wind farm. I haven't seen any flares or anything just yet, so I'm not 100% sure just where we need to be dropping these presents off at. So there we go. I see some flares now. Oh, this is going to be very interesting. Okay. Okay, nose up, nose up, nose up. We're going to nose up. Hopefully not get hit there. Drop presents. Hopefully you can see all the presents getting dropped. Quite a few of them actually. We should be able to get that. Oh yeah, perfect. Let's go and drop that off. We're going to make a quick sharp turn here and we're going to head up north towards the Creative Island. It's a little bit far. I think we're about, what, 25 Ks. So we're going to make it, that's our last drop for the Christmas present residents. And yeah, and that will be our mission complete today. It's quite a fun mission actually. Cool, so I'll meet you guys back when we are just coming up to the Creative Island. Okay, so we're just coming up to our last drop point, which is here at the Creative Island. So we're going to start once again decreasing our altitude here. We're going to make sure that the hatch is actually open this time and ready to go. I haven't seen any flares just of yet. So we're going to keep an eye out for some flares. I'm guessing they're going to be, yep, right smack in the center of that runway. So we're going to go and start leveling ourselves out here. Should be fine. We should just miss that. And we're going to get ready to drop some presents here. So 3, 2, 1, drop, drop, drop. There we go. You can see the presents coming out. Can drop one more load, and there we go. Fantastic. So that should now be all the locations done. I'm going to do one last check here, and yeah, that's pretty much all the locations. So that is a successful mission. Really happy with that. I think I'm going to try and see if I can go in for a landing here at the Creative Island. So we're going to get our flaps. We're going to get our landing gear down at the same time. We're going to start decreasing our throttle, start to level out a bit. Come on, flap. Come on, a landing gear. Okay, start to come down a bit here. Let's go in. Cool, okay, so we're going to come in here. We're going to start decreasing our throttle once again. Press 1 for toe brakes. Okay, this would be much easier with joystick. Okay, we're almost on the runway. We can start decreasing our throttle. There we go. And we managed to get in. Let's get brakes on. Fantastic. Cool. Let's get our parking brake on. Let's get all this off. You can hear how loud this plane is. And there we go. We have done the mission. Nice successful mission using the reindeer or Rudolph version of this plane. You can see the presents managed to land pretty much smack onto the delivery zone, so I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, what a cool little mission. So much fun to do here on Christmas. But I think that's a great place to end this video off with. Once again, a big thank you to my team for putting this mission together. It was a lot of fun, and a thank you to all of you guys and girls that have been watching these videos of lately. And I wish you all a good Christmas day and a happy new year, and we'll see you in the next one.